Blessing of Right Thought. Welcome to the School of Marvelous Light. We're talking about offense. When things come that truly are offensive things. When I say like not being offended, that doesn't mean that the things that are happening are not worth being offended about. They are. But the thing, like I said, you must remember is that if you say you are of the body of Christ and serve the living God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I am that I am, then all you have to do is look at them. Look at what has happened to them. You understand? And when I say them, I mean one, because the Son and the Father are indeed one. So look to the life of Christ to look at any offense. When you look at the nation of Israel, who are God's chosen elect people, look at his relationship with Israel, his bride. Christ and the church. Christ being the bridegroom of the church, the bride. Same thing. It's the same story. Both husbands are extremely attacked with offense. Doesn't mean that they are offended, but they are extremely attacked with offensive things. Notice I say husband. The day shall come when you will no longer call me the Lord, but you shall call me Ishi. Husband, I will take those other names out of your mouth. I will reveal myself to you as a husband. Christ, bridegroom, bride, church. The wedding, the marriage supper of the Lamb, marriage. It's about a husband who's offended because his wife I shouldn't say offended, who is being attacked with offense by his wife. Let me say that clean and clear so everybody can understand me. It is, take a house. It is a husband and a wife that's living in a house, and the wife is offending her husband. It's really that simple. And what offends the husband? Not listening to him, not having faith in him, not trusting him, not reverencing him, not honoring him. Now look and see if that's what Abba's issue with the people of earth is. Now we're going to prove this. The book of Hosea, chapter 1. I'll give y'all a minute to find that. I know it's kind of a difficult book to find, so I'll wait a little second. But it's no need to complicate this, what I'm explaining to you. A husband is offended. I keep saying that. A wife is offending a husband. That's all it is. And it is up to the husband to prove that through all of the offense, that he still loves her. He proves his love for her by taking the suffering, the offense. You'll understand what I'm saying? If he remains offended, then he cannot love her. That's why I have to keep correcting what I'm saying. If he remains offended, then he cannot say he loves her. But he has already told her that he does. Israel, I have chosen thee, not because you were more in number than any of the other nations, for you were the fewest of all people, but because I love thee. So then, if you love me, and you say love bears all things and conquers all things, then no matter what I do, in the end, you will still love me. Well, I told you that I do. Jacob I have loved, Esau I have hated. So if I love Jacob, which is Israel, then I can't change. It's the same people we read about that he loved from the beginning. Then I can't change that. And you're going to try to prove to me why I shouldn't love you. Because that's what a wife does to a man. All you got to do is know the code. And then if you look in life, then you will see that's what the problem is. The wife feels unworthy. So Israel, you feel unworthy of God's love for you, of his taking you and choosing you above other people. Because if you knew that you were chosen above other people, and you believe that by faith, then would you be offended by what these other people have done to you? That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So I hope y'all are in Hosea now, chapter 1. Let's read it. Let's go to verse 2. The beginning of the word of the husband by Hosea. And the husband said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms, and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the husband. See? So Abba tells this prophet to follow me, in other words. What's happening to me, you have to endure it because you're mine. Like I've been telling you guys, you see? So since you're mine, you're going to have to endure in like fashion. So take you a wife of whoredoms, because that's what my people have done to me. That's what my wife did to me. That's what he just said. She committed whoredom in departing from me. So any husbands on this earth that have had a woman unruly that departed, you understand? Then that is the proof that, did you say you love her? Uh-oh, but that gum damn Getty-O. Did you say you love her? Because when y'all said y'all loved each other and y'all took vows, what did y'all say to one another? Now, whether she does her part or not, didn't you make a vow? See? That's what Abba's doing. Unrighteous men can't bear all things. So then they give up. They say, fuck it, man. Let that bitch go back to the streets. That hoe for the streets. So if she repents and comes back to your door, knocking on your door, saying, I was wrong. I repent. It was better off for me with you than it was out there in the world. If you're offended, you can't receive her, which means you didn't love her in the beginning. You see? Because watch, we're going to prove it. So he went, verse 3, and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son. And the husband said unto him, Call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. See? You see, the house is broken apart because the wife has departed. So the house is now torn down. You see? And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again, and bare a daughter. And El said unto him, Call her name Leruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. Didn't I tell you that there's a people on the earth that are demonstrating God's relationship with humanity to the whole wide world? His wife. He said, I got a lifestyle that works. Since I'm the creator, I have a lifestyle that works. But the people on the earth reject my lifestyle. Well, there was one people that said, we will do all that thou commandest us. Who was that people? Israel did it. So that's why Abba loved her. Just like if a man, watch, it's so easy. If you know the code, then you gonna be cold. Just like a man, he's living, he sees all kind of women out there. Attractive women even. But they don't want to become one with him. They don't want to take on his lifestyle. They want to do other stuff and have hot girl summers and be out there in the streets and have fun and go on trips and get flued out and all kind of shit. Well, he says, all right, Dan, I'm going on my way. He keeps searching. He ends up finding a woman that says, I'll do all that you command me to do. Now, in the vows of marriage, does the wife say, obey? Yes, it does. I don't know if people hear it or they just erase it when they say it. Obey, yeah, anyway. Scratch that right on off. I know I said it, but that's the way people act. You see? So it's no different than what we read in here. You see? Verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah and will save them by the husband their El. See? And will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, nor by horses, nor by horsemen. So wait a minute. Just like I said on my last video, they go through great tribulation and suffering, the people of Israel, see? They go through great suffering and persecution and slavery and hated and all kinds of stuff. But in the end, they will receive mercy. The reason why they went through the hatred, the reason why they went through the slavery, the reason why they went through all they went through is because they departed from their husband. So if a woman has a husband and she by her own volition leaves, which is 80% of marriages are caused by the woman, see that there? Then they will go out into the world and then discover that they won't find what they were looking for. Just like Israel didn't find what they were looking for. They found death, they found disease, they found ridicule, they found nakedness, they found poverty, they found shame, they found guilt, they found unhappiness, they found lack, they found all negative things when they left their husband. You see that? So many men that have been upstanding husbands, whether they made mistakes or did anything, that doesn't matter, because both of you will offend each other. The husband and the wife will offend each other when you're living in that world. Until you come to the world of not being offended. How do you do that? It's because you realize that you're dead to those things. You've sinned, they've sinned. So you don't judge them for their sin. There's only one who can do that, which is the husband, you see? And so since you're focusing on your relationship with your husband, see, all of you are, husband and wife both are, then you don't have time to be offended at what the person is doing to you. Because you've realized you've offended the husband. Both of you have, by things that you've done in your life outside of each other. You understand what I'm saying? All right, now let's see. Let's go to verse 8. Now when she had weaned Lohrua, she conceived and bare a son. Then said El, call his name Lo Ami, for you are not my people. See? For I will not be your El. See, I'm not going to be your husband then. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. It shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, you are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, you are the sons of the living El. See? So, just like I told you, they're going to go through great suffering, great affliction, great being hated and humiliated, but they're going to receive that mercy and be restored back to the house. The woman and the children that she bore, this is what you just read here, Gomer and her offspring, the whore and the children of whoredoms, see, will be restored back to the house, because all the reason which she's really doing these things for is because she doesn't believe she's worthy. It's not about the husband. It's about her lack of self-love. So the only way the husband can teach her is to be austere. To show her that no matter what you do, I still love you. I still will love you, despite all of the offense, because I gave you my word in the beginning that I loved you. So if I fail in my love for you, then I've lied, but I cannot lie. So there's no need in carrying the so-called offense another moment. It won't do the husband any good to do so. Let that wisdom trickle all the way down into your own personal life if you find yourself being a husband like this. Because that's all that is. And the woman who happens to hear this message, if you happen to be one of those women that we're talking about here, you won't find what you're looking for out there in the world. You may think you will. You may think you will, but you won't. And you'll be finding yourself saying, it was better off for me that I just stayed with my husband. I was talking to a woman one day. Y'all might have known if y'all been following my videos. A woman named Tina. She said the same thing to me. It was better off for me to stay with my husband. He loved me. He took care of me and gave me everything I needed. But I wanted to have fun and go out to see. That's it. It's the woman don't feel worthy of being loved on that level. That's all it is. She doesn't believe that she deserves a husband. In her core, she doesn't believe it. So no matter what the husband is doing, she won't believe it until it's proven to her by the fact that she's done all that she can do to offend him. You understand? Now that's some, to a man, I know it's gonna seem very offensive when she laying with other, doing whoredoms. Let's just put it that way. It ain't no need for me digging it all in. What they say, trigger warning. But when she does the things that she does, she's only doing it because if he loved me like he said he would, then let's see. It don't make sense to the husband, see, to the man that's involved. And it's only because he ain't linked up to his husband and admitted his own wrongdoing and say, damn, wait a minute. I've done so much wrong that how can I be accepted back into the house myself? But I am. So then who am I to tell her no? When she comes back to me, who am I to say, no, you ain't allowed in? What if Abba did that to me? And this is how we are all going to heal this thing we found ourselves in. By choosing love in the harder moments. Because love conquer all. And if you didn't choose love, nigga, then you didn't conquer. That's what it means. It means you lost. And you delivered a wound to yourself. When you didn't choose the loving choice, you chose the fearful choice. You delivered a wound to yourself. You see? So let's see what else we got here. He says, say ye, chapter 2, verse 1. Say ye unto your brethren, Ami, to your sisters, Ruhamah. Plead with your mother. Plead. For she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. See how the words is going? Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts. Listen, lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms. For their mother hath played the harlot, she that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers. See this? That give me my bread and my water and my wool and my flax and mine oil and mine drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns and make a wall that she shall not find her paths. And she shall follow after her lovers. Have a hot girl summers, getting flued out, meeting niggas at the bar, taking her home and all this shit. Okay? She's going to chase after them, but she shall not overtake them. She won't be able to woo them and pull them into her web. She won't be able to do it. They're going to always pull away and treat her like what she inside feels that she is. They will always show it to her that she don't love herself. You see? And she shall seek them, but shall not find them. And then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband. For then was it better with me than now. Did you hear how the scriptures broke down everything we had just talked about for this last 15 minutes? It's going to take that for the woman to become humble so that she can come into the house. Because until she fully comes into the house, this war ain't over with. Y'all hear me or do you hear me? We need the bride so that we can create offspring. She has gone astray, the woman that is. She has been led, modern woman has been led astray to believe. Listen at this again and then think about modern women. Think about women like Brittany Renner and Kim Kardashian and whoever else. All them girls. Ari and Jania and all of them. She shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. She shall seek them, but shall not find them. So, like Brittany Renner, oh, I've been with all these men, doing all these athletes, and doing this and doing this. Then she got married. Then she had a child. Then she said, fuck that, I don't want that. I'm going back out to the world to go chase after my lovers that I used to have. That gave me my wool, my Birkin bags, my Bentleys, my money, see? But she couldn't find them. Look up Brittany Renner Lane's interview. You'll see she's saying it herself. I can't find the same guys. They're not interested in me. My DMs are dry with those guys. Yeah, these other guys are coming, but not the guys that I want, the lovers. See? I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better with me than now. This is scripture. So then we can all stop the offense. See? Brothers can stop being offended by that girl that want to keep going back to the streets, that want to play games, that want to be unruly. Let her do what she want to do. The question is, do you love her or not? That's the question. So if you say you do, then prove it. And saying you love somebody means you are kind, patient, long-suffering. Did you know that when you said you loved her? Did you know that meant that you're going to hope all things for her? Even when she's out there wilding and going astray? That you hope all things, regardless. Or are you too bitter? Are you too angry? Are you too godless to prove your love for not only her, but for the children? See, he said, plead with your mother. So the woman that takes a man's child and destroys his life and takes everything from him and leaves his ass high and dry and goes out there in the world with his kids, he don't see him, he's all distraught and destroyed and everything. He said, plead with your mother that she get her life together. Y'all see that? So he says, he goes on talking about how he's going to destroy everything that she was given, all her jewels and everything like that. Now watch this. Verse 14. No. Let me go ahead on and read that for you guys. I got some time. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way, verse 6, with thorns and make a wall that she shall not find her path. She don't know where she's going. She's just living on a breath, on a wind, breeze. She don't know. And she shall... For she did not... I'm going to go to verse 8. For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal. See? They do all that for their God. That money, that lifestyle, they doing that to serve their God Mammon. But the things that I gave her, I did it out of love for her. That's it. Not to try to show off and try to be extravagant in pride is why they do it for her, why they put her in a Bentley. If I would have put you in a Bentley, it would have been because I love you and I want you in the best. That's it. See the difference? That's what he's saying here. Therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof and my wine. See, the world, he's going to give you material things, but the kindness and the love and the patience and the friendship that I offer you, I'm going to pull that away from you and let's see how much you enjoy those material things. You see? Let's go to verse 10. And now will I discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and none shall deliver her out of mine hand. Lewdness. Y'all see that? I will also cause all her mirth to cease, all her laughing and having a good time. And see, I'm going to cause that to cease. Her feast days, her new moons, her Sabbaths, her solemn feasts. Israel. And I will destroy her vines, her fig trees, whereof she hath said, these are my rewards that my lovers have given me. And I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field shall eat them. And I will visit upon her the days of Baalim, see, wherein she burned incense to them, and decked herself with earrings and her jewels, and she went after her lovers and forgot me, says the husband. See? I have actually seen it in my own personal life. Been with a woman, so seeing her with the head wraps and the long skirts down to the feet with the fringes and being a humble woman, leave and turn into a straight Jezebel. Makeup all on her face and drinking and partying and having sex and doing whatever the hell, whatever. And got children. Got 5 children. Still trying to be a party girl and have a good time. Do y'all see it? It's not a game. It's actually happening and it's real. I told you my own experience. I'm seeing it. So I was telling you this is how to not be offended, because you will be as a man, and that ain't gonna do nothing but destroy you. So when you read in this word, wait a minute, but this has happened to you. You said your woman went after her lovers and forgot you. And you're the creator of all things. So how in the hell I'm gonna be offended because my woman did that to me? My job is to prove that my word is true when I speak it. That's it, because that's my job. My job it's not to control somebody else's behavior. Self-control is the fruit of the Spirit, not other control. This world is about controlling others with illusions, because they are children of an illusionist. See? Let's see. Chapter 3. Let's go to chapter 3, verse 1. Oh, wait, because I said something about Ishi. Verse 16 of chapter 2. And it shall be at that day, says the husband, that thou shalt call me Ishi. See, husband. And shall call me no more Ba'ali. See, the Lord. So my husband is what I'm calling him right now. See, because that's the prophecy being fulfilled now. That's why we got the code. That's why we know as Israelite men, wait a minute, our women is tripping right now. It's time to be a king, to sit on back on my throne, go to my place until she acknowledges her sin. That's simple. That's what he wants from you. And it does. I'm using the woman as an example. It's every aspect of life. When someone offends you, it's to sit there as a king on a throne and saying, why would I be worried about somebody doing something as if that changes who I am? So my wife is an example to show me that I am that I am. Because that's what Abba wants from me as his son. Is to be I am that I am. So I am loving you. Now she does all this wild shit. So now I'm going to change. See, God don't change. I'm going to say, oh, no, I don't love you anymore, girl. I fell out of love. Women say shit like that, not men. I just fell out of love with you. You see? Chapter 3. Then said the husband unto me, go yet, love a woman beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of the husband toward the children of Israel, who look to other gods and love flagons of wine. See, I told you in my own life, party girl drinking, putting up posts on the internet talking about I don't need to be drinking no more. But hey, it is what it is. Wait, what? Meanwhile, I got 5 kids. See what I'm trying to explain to you? You see? Same thing Abba said. He said, according to the love of the husband toward the children of Israel, of my love for Israel. So love a woman just according to how I love Israel. You have to love an adulteress if you're going to be like me. Because that's what I'm enduring right now. So you're going to endure it with me. If you say you is of me. That's simple, y'all. So think it not strange. You see? All you have to go is to the end. Because Abba says, I claim the ending from the beginning. I said I love you. That's the end of this situation. So why am I tripping in between? Fuck in between. We're going to go right to the end. Because the end is the beginning. What did I tell you in the beginning? I change not. Yeah, but I've done this. Well, that's only showing what you are. I am a lover. I'm going to stay a lover. Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? And it says she loved flagons of wine, loved getting drunk and partying. You see, watch Fresh and Fit podcast and tell me if I'm making it up. So I bought her to me for 15 pieces of silver and for a homer of barley and a half a homer of barley. And I said unto her, so when he got his wife back, that went and played the harlot, see Hosea, when he got her back, this is what he said to her. He says, you shall abide for me many days, and you shall not play the harlot, and you shall not be for another man. So will I also be for thee. See? For the children of Israel, watch y'all, this is, I'm telling you, it's connected. The children of Israel, verse 4, for the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, husband in other words, prince, without a sacrifice, without an image, without a ephod, which means priest, and without teraphim, right thought. You hear this? So the nation of Israel has been without a king, a priest, sacrifice, ephod, which means temple activities, in connection with the Father. Y'all gonna be without that, right thought. So what am I doing here today? Behold, the day shall come when I shall do that good thing that I have promised to your fathers, and I will save Israel and save Judah. When? When the branch The grandson restores right thought. A king and a priest. Just had to add that in because it is what it is, guys. I can't lie to you. That's why I'm giving y'all the code. See, that's why I'm going through it too. I ain't no different than y'all. We all going through this together, you see. Because we won. Afterward shall the children of Israel return from all our whoredoms and going after other right or other wrong thoughts, thinking they're going to teach us something of value. We return to right thought and seek the husband, their El, and David, their king. See, David, their king, the branch. It's all in there if you just search it and write and read it. See, Christ. He's going to become your right thought again. See? And shall fear the husband and his goodness in the latter days. So we in the latter days right now. The branch giving you the code. So then it's being fulfilled. Like I've been telling y'all. That's where we at right now in it, fellas. That's where we at in it. You hear me? The foolish virgin didn't want to come in. So they went off. Now they're going to come back knocking on the door. Ain't that what's written? They're going to come knocking on the door saying, let us in, let us in, let us in. We just went to go get some oil. No, you went out there to have a good time and go have flagons of wine and party. You hear that? But he says in the latter days, Israel shall indeed return. So just expect your end to be that. Not what's going on in the middle. And if you focus on what's going on in the middle, then you will surely be offended like I've told you on the other videos. But I just wanted to read that today to show you that your offense is no greater than the husband's and the father's. You see? He's proving to you that what you have gone through is the same thing I have gone through. It's not that I'm just telling you you're going to go through it and you're suffering it and you're crying out to me on behalf of your suffering that I don't even know nothing about. I'm telling you I'm going through the same thing. Follow that. So keep that in mind when you're going out here and you're dealing with what you're going through, just like the grandson dealing with what he's dealing with. You see? Silawam, Mr. Adam.